Damn boggers.
These are Red Legion lands. This one is all mine.
What is it? I knew neither of them would face me himself. Who sent you? Was it Delph? Agnar? Dangerous, yes, but narrow as a blade. That one couldn't see beyond the realm of his precious Enodon. He suffers for it. They are my sons and brothers, a vast family with one goal in this short life: to punish the weak and initiate the strong. Soon, all of Amalur will see red. His betrayal was the coldest. I dragged that boy from the depths of a Mergen nest, and then raised him as my own. It's a shame his spine leaked out of him. So, you're here on behalf of Delph, that traitorous sow. I gather you're here to send a message as well. Let me guess. Blood has been paid for his crimes. What Delph doesn't realize is that the blood right is a privilege of the Red Legion, and he lost that privilege when he betrayed us. The choice is yours, stranger. Throw your lot in with the monk and his coward god, or work for me. At least I will pay you for your trouble. Don't tell me you're as thick as your friend Delph. I require his death. Either you can do it, or I will send another. It's your choice. Good. One less assassination to carry out. The war has brought us great fortune. You have everything you need. Once he's dead, your pact with the Red Legion will be complete. Payment will be Brother Delph's own treasure hoard. That fool secreted away many valuables during his time with us. It's far more than I would give you. Now go. Enough. You have a job to do.
All mine. For the blood right.
As the tree roots into the earth, the tendrils of thoughts twist to the soul. As the fire renews the field, the birthing labours produce the foal. As the mantis climbs to his mate, the heart outstretched to her fair hand. As the hunter kills its prey, beside this hill he crafts from sand.
These are ready. The rite must be fulfilled.
By Mystyra, I am growing worried for Brother Felon. The day is come and gone, and he still has not returned. I swear it, he has the heart of Hadwin himself, a remarkable mind for herbs and medicines as well. A goodly sort of village, though it does not have the tranquility of Dyden Hill. Why, the great god of order, who makes the seasons to turn, life to rise from the ground, and death return to it. We have devoted our lives to this service. Yes, we have heard of the sad affliction that has struck Tyden Hill. Thus it is when nature strays from order. It may not have the luminous pomp of St. Odwig's, but then St. Hadwin was a modest apostle of Mytharu. Our worship centers on our prayer beads and the practice of cutting and clarifying shards through sage crafting. Killed? Oh dear. Well, he is with Mytharu now. I hesitate to ask, but did you happen to take his prayer beads? Terrible if they were left to lie there with him. Why, yes, they are. And so he is dead then? Well, he has joined Mytharu. You should know we have a tradition. Rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Mytharu's creed? To honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Mytharu's hammer. You have acted well and honorably thus far. It would be wrong of me to distrust you now. Mytharu is not a jealous power. You are still a child of order if you do good. Keep the beads and do as I tell you. At each mission, Odwig's, Edric's, and our own, there is a special shrine to Mytharu. Go you and pray at each one, and the power of Mytharu will grant your beads great and greater strength. We mourn our brother's loss, and yet in our sorrow we acknowledge that death is part of life's pattern. A lovely mission far to the south in the depths of the She. It's been many years since I've been there, I'm afraid. A much larger mission in Gorehart to the west. They are unmatched in venerable years of service. I like to think what we lack therein we have in humility, in purity. The heart of the Feyland, some say. Fey magic is certainly at its thickest there. Pray at the shrines of St. Edric's, St. Odwig's, and before this very mission. At each one you pray, the beads will be improved. Mytharu watch and guide you always.
What brings you to our humble mission? You have heard of our remarkable shards and gems, perhaps? Are you a follower of Mytharu, here to worship? I see a flaw in your truth, stranger. Yet Mytharu's guidance may right this imperfection, if you accept it into your life. Our brother's death is a hard lesson. We must meditate to see beyond the sorrow, as does Brother Udo. It is a beautiful lesson in the ways of Mytharu. Each gem carries within it his influence. Untouched, you can see the light of peace working in a perfect symphony. A shard is but one raw image of this perfection, refined by our imperfect hands. Behold our unassuming mission, pure and simple as the very first waters. Brother Ansel and I devote our hours to shards and gems, while the others tend garden and shrine. All of us prey upon our beads. He is a man of few words, but he is gifted at the Sagecrafter's table.
Come for our sage crafting? I can help with that. Anything else, speak with Gamian or Udo. He has joined Mystyra now, peace upon his soul. We are kindred spirits. We see Mystyra in gems. We seek holiness in refining them. Brother Gamian says it best, but in the art of working gems is all the glory of Mystyra. We have quiet, order, and a sagecrafter's bench. What more could I desire? The news of Fallon's passing will be hard on him, I am afraid.
It is you! I never dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality becomes too unbearable to return to. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. You have done the impossible, and for that, I owe you more than this meager reward. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you. It's strange. Those old birds have been perched on that hill for as long as I can remember, staring down over the rest of us in the village like hawks. I know so little about them. I don't even know their names. Goodbye.
Stay indoors after sundown.
Is it done? Can I rest at long last?
Another victory!
This here's...
Brother Fallon dead on the road. Oh, what is this town coming to? At least At least you have the plague shield. It will last, for a while yet at any rate. Thank you. Thank you and bless you so very, very much. If you have a need for healing, do come back. Poor dear, that is an old stone. These days it's almost common to lose a friend, and I'll tell you he was a dear one. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. May Mystyra keep him. On with you, get.
Well now, looks like a nice cut of meat just fell into our laps. Welcome to the Traveller's Camp, Dove. So, I don't want to think you've stumbled on our camp by accident. Go on, ask. Ask to join our merry number. Well, I've seen fist-sized rubies, living people made of vines, and I've even seen a Jotun cry. But this is a first. Why join? The Travellers are renowned rogues, thieves, and all-around good folk. If you live in the shadows, away from the law, we're for you. You want riches? We'll help you take them. You want fame? They'll sing songs of you forever. Want adventure? Look no further. I thought by the look of you that you might. I have a good feeling about you, but some feelings count less around here than they should. I'll send you to the camp's leader, Krilgarin. She'll get you on your way.
Another Burke off the road, eh?
The dust of the road rises to meet you, Wanderer. Welcome to Star Camp. I am Krilgarin. I am unfamiliar with the title the Knave of Coins. But as I understand, it grants me responsibility for this camp and its travelers. I know the lands and shadows and winding paths the travelers use. I heed no law or creed of property. For that, I am given leadership. When others feared to even speak to Fae, Grim came and introduced me to the travelers. Ever since, a more stalwart ally I cannot think of. This place has been walked by many, and this copse was hollowed ground once. We maintain it. You are young among our number. I would not color your perceptions of the Hierophant with my own. We are many things, but what the travelers are to most are thieves. We follow our own way. Then Grim has appraised you and found you of worth. But there is another you must appease. Our guide. The anonymous Hierophant. Go to the Hierophant shrine in our camp and pray, as all travelers must. We have many freedoms and one chain. A traveler lives by his or her hands and guile. You must do the same. Trader Hayden sells items to supplement these skills if you need. Travelers have clever hands, but they are useless without the Hierophant, whose eyes guide us, a gift upon which we've come to rely. To receive the Hierophant's visions, we are commanded to pray at their shrines, and there are many who readily comply. May the wind be at your back. Welcome to Star.
What you wanting? Yeah? What's a wanderer like you want, cutting tongues with me? Ain't no merchant, Burke. She may not understand everything about us, but she watches over everyone in camp. Star Camp is lucky to have her. Life under the stars, warm nights. A man could do worse. And we're close to civilization, if we need be. We're the ones that survive everything. Stragglers and beggars. Be it war, unrest, or famine. It pays to live on your feet. Pleasant travels, Burke.
Have a rest, lad.
Care to toss some dice? You've got a gambler's gleam in your eye. Care to dice for some coin? Never met a fae quite like her. She doesn't have a head for gold or knows any value, but she can steal the fangs off a bar guest. Not much to disrupt the tranquility of the woods out here, though I hear a graven hand is looking for able bodies. There aren't many who know how the travelers started. Wouldn't be surprised if that knowledge was completely lost. Well, now I like to keep things simple. Only 2 dice here. We could play high roll. Whoever rolls highest wins. Of course, there's also range roll. You pick some numbers to roll within. Higher risk, but bigger reward. You mean these dice? Oh, silly Rose. I grabbed the wrong pair by mistake. The balance on these is a little off. An honest mistake. Glad you noticed. These dice are much fairer. Aye, then let's toss the dice and see what comes. Care to play again? Let me know.
What? Ain't no worries in Star Camp. Living free in the world with no master, save the Hierophant. But we make do. Trilgaren's toothsome, eh? For a fae, I mean. Maybe I've been in the woods a bit too long. Place dedicated to the worship of Mystyra. The missionaries keep a peaceful life, but they've a few tensions boiling over there. These woods can be hard on us mortals, with the fae trickery and like. I think we've managed a well bit for ourselves, however. The travellers are the way life should be for a bloke in these lands. Don't need a war to care about, or a bed to cry in. Go already.
Greetings.
Need an answer or a rumor? You've done well to come to a lay dark. I hold on to whispers and secrets, in case they're needed. Now come, fellow traveler. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Keep to the shadows. Need an answer or a rumor? You've done well to come to a lay dark. I hold on to whispers and secrets, in case they're needed. Now come, fellow traveler. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Odd one, that Trilgaren. Then again, never met a sensible fae. See, the thing is, she knows the paths and secrets of these woods like, well, a fae. And I'm glad she's running things here for that. It is a quiet little bend of wood. Isn't much in the way of cities out here in Galantarth, so we make do with what hamlets we come across. The Hierophant's eyes see for all the travelers, and the Hierophant's words speak for all the travelers. There's other rumors of late, though, but the Hierophant's eyes can't see so well, and the words aren't true any longer. We go from place to place, such as it pleases us. Do some trade and tinkering, too, if there's call for it. We're much loved by the common folk, so it's said. But love and trust are two different things. Can't stay in one place long. Keep to the shadows.
So quiet lately.
Need a
There is no fight.
Greetings. For your coin, I can help you improve your stealth and hide your presence.
I learned all my skills from Krilgarin. The Fae are usually not forthcoming with their knowledge, but she seeks to help all. The woods are quiet here. We're far enough away from prying eyes, at least. The art of teaching stealth is no easy task. More than any other learning, it requires patience, for if you fail to learn, the effects can be disastrous. Once the stuff of legends and ballads, when walls and nations crumble, they'll still be singing of us. Bear the shadows well. Greetings. For your coin, I can help you improve your stealth and let your steps fall silently.